Someone explain this shit to me. If you can get something for free, if you can obtain something for free or receive something for free, why the fuck would you pay for it anyways? I'm completely and utterly dumbfounded by this prospect, and it makes no goddamn sense whatsoever. Why the fuck do people give streamers money? Can someone please explain this bullshit to me? I'm just not quite understanding this concept, because let's look at it this way. If a YouTube auditor decided to set up a webcam so people can go watch him fuck himself, you can understand the subscription model. I seriously question the sanity of these fucking people who would subscribe to that shit and would probably ask that they be put on some kind of government watch list as a potential crazy motherfucker. But from a business standpoint, you can understand the model. Look, I'm a smart guy. People think I'm smart, but I'm a genuinely smart motherfucker. I'm also a finance kind of person, and I know how business works. I'm well aware of the principles of business, so this isn't a rant for some ignorant motherfucker who doesn't know his foot from his ass. So I'm utterly stumped by this mystery. Why in the fuck are people paying for something that is free? Why? People who watch Twitch know what I'm talking about. You see these channels with donations set up where their viewers can arbitrarily give money to the person they're watching. It's not required. It's not mandatory. It's a 100% voluntary gift of money to some jackwad playing a fucking video game. Doesn't matter what the fucking game is. Call of Duty, League of Legends, the Defense Against the Dark Arts, whatever the fuck that bullshit is. Destiny, FIFA, Japanese cunt punt, doesn't matter. You're watching a free service, and you're giving someone money for the flying fuck of it. Now put this context into any other scenario. The David Letterman show or the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon are free. You can get tickets for either show. Do people throw money on the stage when either of them do a great skit? No. Do they offer up cash if the performance was funny? Fuck no. When you log into Hulu into the free account, do you give Hulu money for seeing free programming? Of course not. Fuck it. Pornhub. Yeah, I said it. Fuck it. That shit's free. Would you give money in between jerk-off sessions to watching Bridget the Midget get stuffed into Sasha Grey's asshole? And yes, I mean it. Take the whole midget and shove her entire body into someone's asshole. It's fucking free. You don't get Pornhub money for the service. You don't donate to Bridget being directly stuffed up someone's asshole. So why the fuck would you do it for gamers? Gamers, of all things. This isn't acting. This isn't a chef showing you how to make a 5-course dinner. This isn't a comedian telling jokes or a stripper giving you a goddamn last dance. This is some asshole sitting in front of a TV screen for hours on end with a donation box for money. That's fucking ridiculous shit. I know for a grown-ass man, I have it good to play video games 2 to 4 hours on a good night, but these cunts play 12 to 16 hours a day. I mean, I put 1,500 fucking hours into Destiny. Meanwhile, some of these guys have Cheeto crumbs in their couch with more gaming hours than I do. And they get money for this shit? Now, I've said this for a very long time. Video gamers are fucking stupid. And like any community out there, you have normal, smart, intellectually capable people in a community, and then you have shitbags who fuck things up for the normal people. Doesn't matter the community, you name it. Athletes, police, minority, feminists, tree-hugging bastards. All it takes is one dumb asshole, like a Barry Bonds or an Alex Rodriguez, to take some drugs and then cast doubt on all the players who have never been linked to drugs. All it takes is one cop shooting someone unjustly for an entire city not to trust the police. All it takes is one tree hugger to splash some paint on some asshole wearing fake fucking fur to ruin it for all the actual people doing good work to save animals from human cruelty and poaching. Video gamers are not in any of those extremes, but the examples of our lowest common denominator of idiots ruins shit for everyone else. The morons in our gaming communities give developers money for bullshit, which encourages them to create more bullshit for money. They give money to GameStop, who turn around and screw over other gamers by reselling the game at a much higher price, and then you have Xbox create the most god-awful policies to prevent that shit. They give money to streamers to sit there and play a fucking video game. Why? Why in the world are you giving money to someone for a service that is fucking free? Shit, even YouTube, run by the greediest cunts of late, Google, don't take your money directly. Every time you click on a guy's link or a video, you put money in Google's pockets, who in turn shares the wealth at a lower fucking rate, of course, because they're always taking our goddamn money. They at least share the wealth with their video makers, but this comes at no cost to the viewers. They're not actively pulling money out of your pocket for any reason. If anything, Google is jacking money from other companies more than anything. But Twitch streamers essentially want your money so they can sit on the couch all fucking day long and play video games. Their skill set consists of how long they can play a video game. It's not even about skill in most of these cases. It's literally just sitting there with their thumbs on a controller instead of up their asshole. Meanwhile, people like construction workers, dentists, lawyers, surgeons perform actual jobs. Sitting on a couch with a donation button is not a skill. Pretending you're providing a service for a donation is total bullshit, because in all the other jobs that I mentioned, it's a service people actually perform for you. You don't do your own dental work. You can't perform your own knee surgery. You can probably defend yourself in court if you're a lawyer, but otherwise, you need someone to do that for you. You need a stripper to give you a lap dance, because it's pretty hard to give your own self a lap dance. You need hookers for your own blowjobs, because your dick isn't going to suck itself. These are services. Video games do not qualify for that shit, because I can play a fucking video game my damn self. So the logical explanation at this point that people will tend to defend them as a reason is handing out a tip. I enjoy the experience, and here is a tip for your efforts. But again, definition-wise, what service does this person offer? What do they do that you couldn't do yourself? You tip your waiters for serving you food, but what happens when you get your food yourself? Do you tip anyone? When you go to the grocery store and you pick up all your groceries, do you give a tip for any single person regarding your food? No, because the service is what the person brings to you that you can't do for yourself. They cook a meal in a kitchen with actual chefs, and then the server brings that food to you. Otherwise, when you go to the grocery store, you pick up your chicken, you pick up your steak, you take it home, you cook it your goddamn self. Who the fuck do you tip in that case? Nobody. When you tip a car wash guy, an installation mechanic, a tour guide, a taxi driver, these are people offering you a service that you otherwise couldn't do yourself. Streamers, by fucking definition, are not in the same category. They're in the entertainment business. And when you compare them to entertainers, you realize this is money leeching. Cock-sucking, scamming, money leeching, way out of fucking proportion. You don't tip comedians at a show. You don't throw money at opera singers on a stage. You don't give peanuts to the fucking elephants in the goddamn circus. The only potential entertainers that people may give money to as a tip are street performers. You know, like the Naked Cowboy in Times Square, jazz musicians in New Orleans, or the YMCA imitators in San Francisco. But these are performers with a skill, a patent, or a trademark that very few people have. You know, I don't know how the fuck he does it, but that Naked Cowboy motherfucker, he's made millions just being an asshole in Times Square. Those mimes or imitators, not everyone could do that shit. And granted, not too many sane people want to be a fucking mime to begin with. But a streamer is none of those. None. Of the few channels I've had the brain dead unpleasantry of actually watching, I've seen assholes eating cereal while playing, talking on a phone call while playing, chicks wearing push-up bras asking for donations. Come on, man. It's either tits or get the fuck out. But is that talent? No. Is this something other people do not have the ability to do? Of course not. These streamers are fucking scam artists. Plain and simple. I don't know who the fuck thinks giving money to these people online is a bright idea, but let's get real here for a second. For a dedicated streamer, and notice I said the word dedicated because calling someone a professional streamer is like calling someone an honest criminal. Anyway, for a dedicated streamer who does not work outside of playing video games, their whole existence, their entire livelihood depends and relies on donations. They say that playing a video game costs something. It doesn't cost shit, let's be honest. $60 for a game, couple hundred for a console or gaming rig is a drop in the bucket when you look at the annual budget for a normal fucking adult. When you have a job, either working for someone or a company or running your own fucking business, you make money. But relying on people to donate to you while the product you're rendering is free in the first place shows something is seriously wrong with gamers. If every single gamer stopped for 1 second, pull their head out of their ass, and stop giving these drains on life money, I would bet my left nipple 95% of those streamers would never stream in their lives again. The overwhelming majority wouldn't know what the fuck to do with themselves because they probably have no skills outside of opening a can of soda with their teeth so they won't have to put their fucking controller down. Maybe one or two of them may be able to armpit fart the Whistling Dixie or the Andy Griffith theme show. But the amount of money that they could make wouldn't even be enough to pay attention if people stopped actually giving them shit. Now look, I'm not singling out anyone in particular. I really don't give a fuck about any one person. History shows that con artists always find a way of suckering money out of people, and the best ones always find a legal way to do it. And this just fits the definition of a swindler. No, seriously. Go to the internet and look that shit up. And people who defend these streamers will just say this is a video out of jealousy or envy or haters gonna hate, which, by the way, anytime has to stoop to the level of haters gonna hate as their logical argument shows they probably didn't have an argument to make in the first place. Just remember that. Because no lawyer in any court would ever say haters gonna hate as their defense. That just shows you how weak-minded children of this generation really are and how they actually argue. But getting back to the point, this isn't a case of someone being jealous that others found a way to scam their own community. The problem is that, once again, the gaming community, which comprises a younger crowd, are all too quickly to fall for shit like this. Years ago, it was big YouTubers charging money to be on their friends list for a week or whatever the fuck it was, or to get into open lobbies with them, parties with them, and it was horrifyingly disgusting that someone would do that to them. Kids fell for that shit, not adults. Impressionable teens who either used their little bit of money their parents got for them, they got suckered. And now, for the past few years, it's happening all over again on Twitch and any other place where people say making donations basically perpetuates these scams ongoing. I'm telling you right the fuck now, nobody, not a single YouTuber or streamer is worth your money. Do not fall for that shit. Do not let someone fool you in that you need to be entertained and you have to contribute in order for them to keep their entertainment going. No, motherfucker, it doesn't work that way. Streamers need your money. Streamers need your attention, because otherwise they would have to rely on their few life skills away from a controller or a keyboard, which isn't worth a pot to piss in. By paying them and keeping the charade going, it does far more damage in the long run. Just think about it like this. Number one, companies see that gamers have money to spend on free services, so you can only imagine what they'll charge for in the future. Look, if game developers are already offering free things and they're seeing that gamers are willing to pay free streamers, what do you think they're gonna make us pay for in the future? Come on, man, patches and shit like that? I mean, they're just going down the road of paying for things that we shouldn't be paying for. Number two, companies will see that gamers are willing to donate money to stupid shit, and they can bilk us out of donations in the future, which they could easily spin into tax write-offs for themselves. And number three, gamers themselves will continue to prey on their own community, hoping stupid-ass kids will give them money just because it will seem like it's the cool, popular thing to do. Oh, I gave my favorite streamer $5 What did you do today? Get the fuck out of here, you dumb shit. Look, I don't give a fuck how entertaining channels are, how funny they are. Save your damn money. Doesn't matter if it's $1, a quarter. I've seen some people tallying the highest donors and shit like that. It's like hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars. Seriously, what the fuck? You know, I know there's some seriously rich people out there that don't have anything else better to do with their money, but $1,000 to a gamer as opposed to a library, a charity, a scholarship fund? Come the fuck on, man. Stop giving these con artists money as if it's a service you absolutely need, because it's not. These channels are doing the same fucking thing that you can do at home on your console and pretending this is a service to your benefit. It's not. I've told you guys plenty of times in the past, no gamer is worth your money. None. Not even me. You would never see me do that on Twitch. I don't need your money to play video games, nor does any other gamer need your money unless they have absolutely no life skills that this is all they can do. If someone was stupid enough, greedy enough, conniving enough to depend on your money to pay their bills and livelihood, you know what? That is truly a fucking scumbag. 100%. YouTube doesn't take your money directly. The money you get from here is all advertising dollars from companies. Not at one point did money on YouTube come out of your pocket, but on Twitch, it is a completely different story. You know, Twitch streamers are the lowest of the low when it comes to life forms, tricking kids into thinking they're providing a service when Twitch is completely fucking free to a viewer. Save your money. Watch the channels all you want, but listen, don't give them shit. Stop letting these leeches live off your money when they truly don't give a fuck about you. You could fall out of the sky and start to wiggle in front of them. They wouldn't give a flying fuck who you are unless you gave them $1 and be a cunt online. Come on, man. But anyways, now that I got all that shit out of my system, tomorrow I'm going to be streaming. For the release of House of Wolves, I want to party up with some people and dive right into the new DLC. You know, run the story missions, the quest, Nightfall Arena, whatever the fuck it is. So hopefully I'll have a good party and you guys are more than welcome to watch a free stream. No donations, no bullshit, all fucking free entertainment. And man, I would love to be the top stream that day tomorrow just to show you don't have to pay a motherfucker or donate to a motherfucker for them to be entertaining. So hopefully you guys will come out and watch. I'll be streaming, so as long as the DLC goes live, you'll be able to watch that shit. I know The Witcher 3 also comes out, and plenty of people are gonna watch that motherfucker. But whatever, I know that the patch goes live at like 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, whatever the fuck it is. So you figure after I download it, start it, I should be up and running by 1:30, if not well before that. So if you want to see what the story missions and shit look like, you can watch me and my friends get fucked up doing that shit. But anyways, as for this rant, as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's stream.